Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Backyard Gossip. My name is Maisha Fair.
I'm Elias Black.
I'm Jeremy Rangel.
And I'm Demario Fair.
Thank you guys for joining us. We're super excited about this show. We have so much to give you, and Jeremy is going to go into it.
Well, if this is your first time joining us, we are Backyard Gossip, also known as BRIG, where we talk about anything and everything related to real estate. Why? Because it's our show, and we want to. So today, we're going to talk about the 3 reasons why you should never go into a new build without a realtor.
Ooh, they shouldn't? Why?
Stop sign period.
Okay, we're going to give you the top 3. Number 1.
Hold on real quick. Did you know that people shouldn't go in, honey, without a realtor?
I knew you would want to be represented by a realtor, but I don't know what are the repercussions behind going in there without one.
Ooh, well, perfect.
Let's get into that one a little bit later.
All right, so here's reason number 1. Consumers should never go into a new build or a new construction, builder, whatever you want to call them, without your realtor, because first and foremost, the builder's contract, which you must write an offer on if you want that new build, it's written by attorneys and it is designed to protect the interests of the builder, not you.
Y'all hear that?
Ooh.
So, for example, let me give you some little kind of caveats. Almost in Arizona, many of the builder contracts that we've seen have clauses in them, for example, that say, hey, consumer, did you know that the builder, when they're building your new home, they have up to 2 years to complete construction of that home. Even if they just told you, it doesn't matter. Even if you just walked in the door and they just told you, hey, your house is already under construction, it's gonna be ready in 2 months. It's gonna be ready in 3 weeks. You will still sign a contract that says that the builder has up to 24 months to complete that build. Additionally, there's other clauses in there. I'm not going to go through the whole list, but just so that you have an idea.
Just a real quick question. So, say for instance, a buyer comes in, they put down $20,000, you know, because keep in mind, the builder requires usually stages, you know, like $7,500 up front, another 30 days, $7,500, and then, you know, you could be at $21,000 that you've given the builder. Can they get that money back? I mean, even if, you know, they're thinking the builder told me 7 months, they put $21,000. What are the chances of getting that $21,000 back?
Negative. Mm-hmm. You're not getting that money back. The first rule of thumb, and I think we all do this, anytime our clients go into a new build, the client needs to go into that new build, and if they're writing an offer, with the understanding that if I sign on that line and I give them my money today, that money don't expect to see that money back. It's gone. Doesn't matter if you want to cancel, you decide, I don't like this house anymore. If you go in there and you give them that money, give them that check with grace and know that you are not getting it back. Stop sign period.
So it goes back to the point that the contract is written to protect the builder.
Absolutely.
Not you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Another example of that
Which is why you need a realtor.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
We can explain all of that to you
Yeah.
up front, so you're not caught or not knowing what's really happening.
For sure. Another reason that there's another common clause that's in the builder's contract. Keep in mind, these contracts are 60 plus pages long.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes 40, sometimes 100, depends on the builder. But another common clause will read something like, in the event that the builder does not complete in the event that the builder does not complete construction and we do not close on time, meaning we're supposed to close on Friday, but we're not going to close till next Thursday. If it's the builder's fault, no problem. Oh well, we're closing next Wednesday or Thursday.
Next Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're homeless and you don't have anywhere to stay. It doesn't matter.
Builder don't care.
They sure don't.
No. But, however, here's the funny thing. The second part of that clause states that if you, the consumer, delays closing, maybe, here's an example of how this could happen. Maybe you were getting some of your money for your closing costs from your 401k. You ordered it from wherever you got to order it from your employer, and it just hasn't gotten here yet. We're supposed to close today, but you're not going to have that check till 2 days from now. Well, those 2 days, now that you are making us close late, the builder is going to charge you, and it varies by builder, but it's not uncommon to see $200 per day for every day that you are late in closing. So
that's just a few of the clauses. I mean, and that's why it's important to have a realtor so that you walk into these new builds and we can explain that to the consumer, because the builder will not.
Yes.
And another thing too is we will help keep things on track. So if we know that the builder's going to be delayed or something's going to happen, we can inform you and say, hey, this is what's happening. Let's prepare for this so that we can put you in the best situation and you're prepared to either go in a little later, go in a little earlier. Right now, we're seeing construction being done a lot quicker than it was
Right.
before. So things sometimes are moving a lot quicker, and if we are staying informed as to what's happening with your build, we'll be able to tell you. If you don't have an agent, you won't always know what's going on.
Right. So that's a great point because that's actually number two. That's the second reason why you should have a real estate agent with you when you go to a new build, because realtors can provide timely updates, and realtors can communicate with the lender, they can communicate with title, they can communicate with the salespeople. They're all on different pages, right? And so the realtor kind of keeps them reeled in and can, deliver messages through everyone to the consumer.
And that's what I've seen as a new agent. I've seen that I'm the one, okay, calling this person here, calling this, making sure, okay, did this get done? Okay, but what time you guys expecting this? And I'm them and playing that negotiator, that middleman for every transaction.
Right.
So
We are the conductor amongst all of the instruments in the orchestra.
Yeah, and can you imagine not being represented by an agent and you're like 5 days before closing, and now that all of a sudden they need, all these documents and you weren't aware, and now you're adding more stress to yourself as a buyer. But had you used a realtor, I mean,
Yeah.
we could
And I
alleviate
can
some of
tell
that.
you a story that is happening right now. I mean, current situation, I have a buyer who, had I not got on the phone and said, what's going on? What is this? The buyer never knew that there was an issue. She's, oh, yeah, everything's moving along fine. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, it's not moving along fine. And we still need A, B, and C. So had I not stepped in and been available to her, she could have been homeless,
Right.
for a long period of time.
Prime example.
So,
Yep.
yeah,
Prime
so it's
example,
really,
guys.
really
Absolutely.
important.
So, and reason number 3, that leads us to reason number 3, that realtors, we can and will keep you updated throughout the process. However, and this is going to be a bonus.
Yeah.
Reason number 4, we're going to keep you updated throughout the process because we're the conductor. We know how to connect all the dots, keep all the instruments and all the folks playing along and harmonizing so that until your new build is completed and you've signed loan documents and get those magical keys. But don't, I can't say this enough times, don't go to that new build without your realtor and then think that you're gonna pull a fast one because it's Friday and you happen to drive by and the house was cute and you went up in there. Because if you walk in that door and then you decide, oh my God, this is the one, I'm gonna call Elias or Maisha or Demario or Jeremy, it's too late, y'all.
It's too late.
This is the way that it works. When you walk in that door, they've got cameras. There's also human beings in there. They will remember you. It doesn't matter if you were wearing a pink dress on today and next time you came back, you were wearing white slacks. They're going to remember you. Don't try to change the wig out. They were going to remember you.
No swap wigs.
A lot of them also have you register. So you'll sign a document. Some builders are getting savvy now. They're having you log in on an app. They're checking IDs, all of that good stuff. If you go to that new build without your realtor, and then you decide, oh, well, let me go ahead and call my realtor. Let me call one of these amazing 4 agents right here in this room. That's right, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's too late.
Yes.
If you call us after you've gone in, the builder will not allow us to assist. Period.
So,
the end.
with that being said, I do know what implied agency is and stuff like that, and how just words that you speak with someone can put you in the agency type of relationship.
Absolutely.
So as soon as the client then walks inside the door, that's
It's a wrap. Now, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Again, the builder has different rules for how they gain clients, right? So it doesn't, although it's implied agency, right? New builds say, there's like a small disclaimer right here at the bottom left-hand corner that says if you do not have an agent when you walk in, you will be unrepresented. So that's also in the contract. That's also in the contract.
Yes, and just a real quick note too, believe you me, people are under the assumption that it's going to be less money for you to purchase a new build without a realtor. Guys, that is not the case.
That's
The
not true.
builder has already built out commissions into the whole build up out of that community. So they know each house has already had a price on it with realtor commission built in. Not having a realtor does not make your home any cheaper at all. It doesn't. And again, like Aaliyah started this conversation with, the agents in that office work for the builder. That contract is to protect the builder. We as agents are here to protect you. So realtors, us four, like they said, us four, we're here to protect you. You need to have someone on your side when you go to buy a new build, no question.
And quick, one last thing before we go. I'm gonna quick fire this one. It's kind of like topic number 3 or whatever, the top reason. Can realtors right now negotiate incentives for builders at this moment?
Absolutely.
Rapid fire,
Yes, yes,
What can they get?
yes. Man, right now, I mean, you guys had a client too. I had one, $20,000, new refrigerator, washer and dryer, blinds. We can get in there and do things, but you guys had a really good one where your client literally was about to walk away and you guys were able to get them back.
We walked away, the client left defeated.
Yeah.
Because they didn't get what they wanted. The lot was, there was the right lot and the right floor plan. However, our clients wanted a particular color palette, specific cabinets and specific countertops. And the builder's policy is we don't do changes. We build spec homes is basically what they were saying. And so our client left and the answer was no. And so the client left and we stayed behind and we went back in and had a conversation with the builder's sales rep and just said, hey, look, these guys are waiting. They want this house. You guys haven't poured foundation yet. Foundation's not even in. Why can't we make any changes? It's early enough in the build process. You guys can order all this stuff. We still have a 6-month build time. There's no reason. The response was, let me see what I can do. I'm going to email 4 people. It takes an executive decision. So they emailed 4 people. We left, got in the car. 2 minutes, I kid you not, 2 minutes. We drove off. 2 minutes later, she called back. Hey, I got it done. Come on back. So our clients got what I want. They got literally everything that you just said. They got like $24,000 in closing costs and an interest rate buy down, a fridge, washer, dryer, the desired color palette, a backyard landscaping, because usually that is extra. The builder doesn't give. We got all of that. And it's just because Jeremy and I flapped our jaws and just said we went to bat for our clients.
Right. And had they been there without a real estate agent, the consumer would have accepted the no and walked out.
Well, our client actually did ask several times, hey, can I change the color? I don't want that. Can I get a fridge washer? Nope, not an option, not an option, not an option. Our client left, we stayed behind, had a conversation with the builder, and they gave in and gave it to us. So at the end of the day, we worked for our clients and they were happy and they got exactly what they wanted. And we will do the same thing
For you.
Just all you gotta do is pick up the phone and call us.
Absolutely.
Call us, text us, email us, send smoke signals, whatever you do. We're here to help.
We'll figure it out.
And on that note,
Yes.
those are 3 reasons why you should never go into a new build without your realtor.
And we're
And
gonna,
of course, there's more. But
we're going to recap that real quick.
Yeah.
The builder's contract is to protect the
Yes.
builder and not the client.
Correct.
Reason number 1. Reason number 2, realtors can negotiate incentives. We understand that we can change the interior finishes. We can ask for landscape packages. Number 3 is realtors can provide timely updates. So like we're the
Yes.
conductor in all the,
Which I talked about in my current situation.
Correct.
Very important.
Correct. And then lastly, just don't go to a new build without us.
And one quick note, just know, even if you are and you happen to pass somewhere, pick up the phone and call your agent. I mean, most of them are going to be available to you and they'll meet you at the new build, or we can call that new build office and say, hey, I have a client that's getting ready to walk in there. Do you know, I'm coming, I'm right behind them, and we'll be right there. And sometimes you can register that client online. So there's the little things that we can do to help you if you're driving by or something like that. But
Correct.
Yes.
touch base with your agent first and foremost. Like
Yes,
the guy
and
said.
never feel like I just drove by, it's a Saturday afternoon, I don't want to call my agent. We work on Saturdays. That's already part of our
Sunday too.
schedule.
Yeah,
Saturdays,
Sunday
Sundays,
too.
holidays, birthdays, Christmas, you name it. We're working, so
Yes.
it's never a problem. We are happy to help.
Yeah,
And-
and if your agent doesn't want to take you, we'll be more than happy to help.
Yeah, we will. But the cool thing too, there's 4 of us. If I'm not available, he is. If he's not, he is. If he's not, he is. So you get, there's not gonna be a time where one of us is not available
Right.
to
The level of
assist you.
service stays the same.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks again for watching another BYG show. And until next time.
Catch the tea on the next BYG. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye, guys.